Students, this is Wednesday. Wednesday is basically a day between the three band mainland and the UK. The UK had made a scapegoat to be properly chosen between the vice president and the president, nagging on the transformation of the republic from fourth to fifth. Basically, those who run from 1999 till date, be the president and the vice, were now sentenced to life imprisonment. Basically, Buhari is having a 6 count between the age 74, King Charles III, my partner, and the 80-year-old Buhari. There are 6 years: 75, 76, 77, 78, and 79, and 80. That is a different case. He must not be seen in the premises of the 6th zone Abuja. Immediately seen there. Then King Charles III now give him a second boost, where between his 74th birthday, November 14. That was 2-3 days before the NASA returned from the space, that we are actually having beautiful 25 days where we are insisting on issues from NASA. Yeah. And definitely from that November 14 downstream to December 17, we're 33 years. So it was again sentenced to 33 years. Majority of the Muslims like him were saying that Jesus was 33 years and a half, and you are asking them that no, he wasn't saying he was Muhammad Buhari. What he was saying was just live or not. 33-year detention, of which you cannot escape. So I and my partner again, we had faced America. We saw another man who lied to be having me like adoption as a son, to like he owed me to become a governor of one of the 53 states in America. But something happened. God counts on his November 20 down to probably King Charles November 14. It's on the 40th now. Another 6 days. And King Charles III now banned Joe Biden, having to understand him as a scammer. He banned him away from Abuja. So he tendered some analysis of 350 billion, he tendered analysis of 55 billion, 75 billion, 600 billion, and so on and so forth. Scammers. This is how Joe Biden ended his life in prison. So Joe Biden was trying to be friend with Buhari by talking about 27 number of where people are paid their salary earlier before the next month. Yes, of course. Which of the two of them had really put money in my account? King Charles III studied very well between Joe Biden and Buhari. They are both born in 1942, and in 24 hours looking back, they ain't going to do anything about P1. That's why they were alleged. They were both 80-year-olds. Their philosophy goes endless. If we don't stop their mouth now, they will jeopardize the world. The fake analysis of Nigeria with the fake analysis of America, if you want to do anything under 24 hours, you should be able to do that. Here are lamentations that also on Genesis 15 verses 18. Mainland renewed properly as mainland, and the Vatican Pope now died frequently. The Lord is provoked in the manner his people are maltreated. And how old were you when you actually were sentenced? When you actually were sentenced to life imprisonment? I don't know. It's listening. The workings in a disorderliness is now an offense. At St. John, at Philadelphia, Laodicea, Ephesus, Smyrna, Pergamos, Sardis, name it. To be able to pin the right offenders are on top of our planet's civilization. But we successfully was able to win Joe Biden, and we successfully was able to win Buhari. They both are suffering it. But still, when you have got God, who do you take your troubles to? King Charles III or I? Believe me, to solve our today analysis needs to be a more critical and diplomatic foreordained disciples. Philip brought their troubles to him here in Israel because we are forging in Jordan. Because they found him readily, and to take away a problem once and for all. No mistakes that the Palestinians were able to finally see it. It means we can move Jerusalem. Whether of old, we can have a new Jerusalem, unable to deal with any difficulty, afflictions, or sickness which they had encountered. We won't be going through that in the New Jerusalem, where Simon brought Jesus to his home. His mother-in-law was instantly healing because Jesus spared Simon's prayer. Jerome is another establishment we have today here at Ademosho. As we've got that of Eden and praises, of that one we've got the tabernacle and establishment. An early church Bible scholar and transformer could think this with me. Can you imagine Jesus standing before your bed and you continue sleeping? It's that time you find him when he's beside you. It's that time you think about death. Something you must accept. When your job is done, when you're finished your work, you were justified in seconds. You also return back to your body. And yet, you are now opportune. Do you all allow Jesus to be the Lord to heal your soul and convert your body, that you can be with him when he's coming to perfect what we try out to perfect? The healer in the passions of lives, in the family of your own, not as a citizen or community friends. You approach the Lord with expectant faith, knowing that every Sunday the local government around the world are to prove that the book of Matthew said it truly. Lo, I'm with you till the end. They call that look, healing power, restoring economy, us not only to heal but to achieve service and care of others. There is no trouble. He does not want to help us with theirs in bondage. He set it aside. We take a step into such arena that God can now totally control his kingdom by human analysis and by reading the Constitution. If you would apply, make sure it's within 24 hours. He can set us more to be in his company of faithful men. You take your trouble to him with expectant faith that will not be answered. Until next time, we'll see again, just like we promised ourselves to be seen in paradise. For sincere, man, they must die, but man does also resurrect. Anyway, I catch you right there